Hello, guys. Just as I come online, or incident. I saw. I had to stop it real quickly. Sorry, my wife had just noticed the Lego video of the Queer Eye group, and I said I saw it earlier. Hi, everybody. I'm going to adjust this. My voice is back, or at least it never left. I just never wanted to risk pushing it to the point where it would leave, because my wife had the same thing I had, and she lost her voice by pushing too hard. So I'm still not going to chat tremendous amounts. I'm not going to do my regular voice regimen, my regular impressions and stuff, because there's still that danger that, danger with Robertson, that I could lose my voice. And I don't think I could do the voices really well. Voices not be good. Probably not. We're going to continue this, though, which you can't even see because it's sideways. There we go. What's the deal with all these Legos? We're going to continue with that. I'm going to set up bag 4 in anticipation. Pachoink. All right, let's get going. As we all remember from last time on Seinfeld. It's too far back, isn't it? What's the deal with the partially built comedy club? I'm going to do that a lot tonight, can you tell? I'm sitting here and I'm talking. And the apartment's not even finished. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, I'm done. Let's look at this, guys. Let's go back to bag 4. Remember where we left off? With the awful decal problem that we stuck the decals as a bookmark because they do better as a bookmark. Now we have chairs we're going to build here, guys. It's actually his computer chair. And that's what it looks like. It's in bag 4. It looks pretty cool. I can't wait to build it. Getting this manual in between the computer and stuff is a pain in the butt. I think I need my Cheetos. Snacks. Don't eat them. There's my scissors. How is everybody? I'm still getting acclimated to my life after post-cold. I had a nice hot shower, which felt amazing. And then I had some hot coffee, which is also feeling amazing. So I feel about 85% right now. These pretzels are making me thirsty. I dump these bad boys out. The extra Legos. Pachoink. I don't know how I had enough desk space to do this last time. I honestly don't. I think it's because I didn't have the coffee stuff here. The coffee stuff. Oh, I just moved my monitor. That just stinks like poop. It was like, we're just going to do that. Plus these bad boys. I'm tired of seeing them, honestly. They're driving me crazy. I've been playing with them all day at work. I'm like connecting them up for no purpose. So I'm going to stick these bad boys up under there so I don't have to deal with them no more. No more. Can't take no more. No more. No more. That's a vague Steve Reich reference. All right, guys. There's that out of the way. Put the comedy club all the way up there. And we're going to dump these 2 bags. Do I want to dump both these bags? These are the smallest pieces, I think. Now these are, I don't know. Who even knows? Cut. Cut. There we go. All right, what we got here, baby? What we got here? Do I need to? Oh, sorry, guys. My head was like. Here's the chair element. Here's another part of the chair element. I need one little bag just to dump these extra pieces I know I won't need for this part of the build. But I don't trash these extra pieces because they're great to have for other builds. Pating! Oh, that's Arlene's phone, not mine. Nobody wants me. Just playing around. I'm gonna say live again. I'm live again. It's alive. Alright, live with Legos. Put it in announcements. I never announce when I'm live. I need a bot that does that for me. Patoink. Who's this? Is it Nilsson? Alive once again with Legos. Announcements. Alive once again. Alive. Alive. Live once again. Love. Live. Once again. With Legos. twitch.tv/JSeanEnosArt. Copy and grab all that. Select all. Copy that. Wink. I'm going to drop one in the Raven area because I haven't heard from her in forever. I hope she's okay. Announcements. What was her last announcement? I mean, check. What? What's it say? Another area, but so I won't be anymore. But August 25th. Self promo. Pastio. Do I want to continue? You know what I'm gonna do? Is Nelsa talking to me? No, it says. Heart that just because she's a good song. Peg leg. Does he have a? Not safe working wand. Well, I was warned. Slow change coming. New follow, raid host, bits, notifications. Is there self promo in his channel? No, there's not. So let's Doki Dynam. Self promo. Doki Dynam was nice. Paste. I hope that was okay to put in there. Oh, la 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 la. I want to do self promo. Paste. Oh, she knows Eurocat. Eurocat. I didn't know that. Okay, we're doing that. Oh, one more thing. I'm doing it on Twitter. Doing it on Twitter. No thanks. One more thing so I can... I feel like I don't never talk about it on social media because I figure my regulars will be here. Pastio. Tweet petite. Okay, now we can get back to building Lego. We have 4 little thingy dingies. They're probably in this bag. Of course they are! Chupa. Now what we need is an axle piece. 4 of these little boogers. You really can't see it, can you? My bad. These chairs are pretty clever. I don't know what these pieces are, but they're pretty clever. The Seinfeld build makes a ton of these little pieces here. They look like this. The Seinfeld build makes complete use of those. Does Craft and Canvas have one? Craft and Canvas would probably dig this. Or at least, when I say her, I don't mean her personally. I mean her community dig this. What am I for? Discord, that cord and the other cord. Does Craft and Canvas have one? You know what? Let me just put it in Devi's. Where's Devi? Devi's always a good friend of this channel. Announcements, giveaways, hype train, live on Twitch. Twitch promo. Is that? No, paste. Twitch wink. Hi guys. Let's get going. Oh, I need the axle piece. The axle piece is undoubtedly in this bag. Probably gonna be like, why can't he go back to whispering? So I can't do epic voice either. Why can't he go back to whispering? Yeah, it's gone. My voice is too dry to do anything. It's not in this bag, guys. That's disappointing. Don't tell me it's the only small piece that... Whoop. Golly. I'm gonna have to move it up some so I get more view of the build area. There we go. Like that. So you can get more view of the build area. More area to build it area, right? I'm just tired. I'm gonna look for this dang piece already, okay? Alright, I'm stumped. Unless I've already found it. It's got to be in the big bag. That's annoying as crap. Here's the bike pieces. I'm going to put those to the side for right now. I still can't find that blasted axle piece. Until I do, I can't move forward. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just stack these all up like really carefully because I can't find the one axle piece I need. There it is. Finally, I find it. It's weird. You can actually see a yellow gradation in that. That's gross. Look at that. You can actually see. Well, we might be able to see it on camera. Yeah, but you can tell different yellow colors. It's weird. The bricks are kind of inconsistently manufactured too for Lego. That's not a good. They designed like that? I wonder if they're designed like that because there's some weird cracks on them. That's just strange. I just don't remember Lego being that inconsistent. Yo, going to bed soon. Got buffering again. What's the deal with all this buffering? But it's like, I've never known Legos to be this uneven. Are they designed to be uneven? Like I see a crack on the end that's always the same. I just don't, I remember when they were smooth. You can hear the ridges. It's like, did they build them to be uneven on purpose so that they look like uneven blocks? But, I mean, I'm like, I don't remember them being that lack of smoothness. It's got to be that they made them uneven on purpose to simulate uneven walls or something. I don't know, but it's just weird. Okay, so this piece, it's up and down. But how are you, Pirate Mama? I was hoping you'd drop by. Kind of disappointed with the quality of those. Colors are uneven, the fit's uneven. I'm like, I hope that's by design. Come on, get in there. Try and get this piece in here. What this is doing is this is making a cherry, see? There we go. These are the things we want to feed these. So it makes like an office cherry, see? I mean, look how stupidly cute that is. So then this piece goes in here, and I think it goes like this. So that one stud helps hold it in place. But my question is, which stud does it go on? It looks like it's supposed to go on this one like this. Yeah, it's supposed to fit like this. And that little stud holds it in place. It's an adjustable height. It's just, I don't think it's supposed to be that adjustable. But these bricks are so weird. I mean, they're uneven. Like, you'd see some of them have wider cracks in them, and it's like the ends. I'm like, I've never known Lego bricks to be that inconsistent in their molding. And I'm like, usually when you lock bricks like that, you just get a smooth, flat wall. And these look like they're just like completely uneven. I don't know. I think it might be by design. Anyway, it just bugged me. I'm like, they're brand new and they look like they're different ages and different moldings. Again, might be by design. It just threw me off. Okay, so we've got this done. The chair is in place, the little chair. We have one window frame, which I don't know where it is. Here it is. 2 shutters, which are these here. My goal is to get this done tonight, guys, by the way. 2 of these. 3 of these white corner pieces. Like those. 3 of these, which I stockpiled away, knowing I might have them for a reason. And then 3 of these. So 3, 2, and then one 2 brick. Like this. Okay. So, we have... What? I'm missing a piece there. Did I leave off? Oh, I left off with an extra one, didn't I? I wondered. Must have missed that in the last step. I was so sick I didn't even notice it. Or it broke off. There we go. I missed a lot of steps when I was sick, guys. A lot of steps. So 4. 1. Another 4. This piece to lock in the corner finally. That's not going anywhere. This is the wrong piece. That's the right piece. This one goes in here. That. Here we go. Another 4 piece. Corner piece. And another corner piece here. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Almost sounds like I'm well again. There we go. Now we put these in here. Of course, I knew these things would fit in here. That's not right. There we go. And then this, like that. And these shutters, these windows, it goes on this side. What happened? No, you're fine, babe. I just want to make sure you're okay. Okay, put these. So we got that all done. That's the window. And I was wondering what this is. This is just the ledge that the whatever it is, this goes on. Okay, so we have now 3 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, which I know I have a brick of them. Here we go. 3. And 1 of these. That's interesting. Nope, there it is. Okay, so make sure I'm not missing anything in my pieces. I am, because it's caught in the corner. 1 corner piece, and 2 of the little flat studs. Must be in the other bag I spilled out here. Yep, there they are. Okay, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. There we got that. Okay, so now this. It's stabilizing the walls because the walls were a little wishy-washy, to be honest. And I'm glad this is stabilizing the walls now. Yeah, that's tight now. Before it was really loose and wobbly. It won't stop buffering, so I'll sign off. Love you, bro. Love you too. Wish you could stick around longer, but I understand, 1, you got issues, and 2, you got technological issues. Well, issues and you've got things going on. I'll just miss you. Lego 2. My goal is to get this mostly largely done, but I have a majority of the bags left to do. So we'll have to see how that goes. Where's the other one of these go? Oh, at the end there. There we go. Let me put this one this way up. And then like this. So now we got our first row of basically the apartment white going on. I know it's hard to see from the side. We build upwards. It's not the easiest to see. I'm sorry about that. Okay, one of these really funky bricks. A brown one. That looks like this. One black thing. Little clawfoot. One black panel that looks like this. It's just a regular brick. It looks weird when I picked it up. One of these. One great... Oh, it's a control panel looking thing, probably from a space kit. 3 gray panels. Is it the light gray? Light gray. I know I stockpiled them away somewhere, didn't I? I know I socked them away. There we go. There we go. These 3. So now what we do is a very simple thing. We're going to make ourselves... It looks like the window air conditioner, so... Then on this side, we put this. And now the control panel goes like this. You okay, Lev? Oh, you leaned back hard into it? What's that? Oh, yeah, I've done that. So there you go. This is like the air conditioning window unit. I think it's a window one. Are we accidentally? No, I'm actually trying to use my voice today. How are you, Dragons Are Dinos? There we go. So that's how the air conditioning fits in the window. You see, like that. I wondered why the window shutters were open. It's because it has to allow for the air conditioning in the window. That's the thing. Like a lot of the buildings in New York City were not built at a time when AC was standard, so they had to put them in as window units. I think it was a big deal when he finally got one in the show. It actually falls out the window, I think, one time, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see what we got here. I mean, I've seen most of it. I can't remember every minutia. I'm going to run off for dinner. I do feel a little bit better. Still have all the impressions off because I can't do them. My voice won't accommodate them. What's for dinner, Dragons or Dinos? I feel weird calling you by your old name. Am I allowed to do that? Do we have that kind of friendship that I can still call you by your old screen name? 2 of these. We had chicken Arlene brought home. It was delicious. She tried it with my new habanero pineapple sauce I made. Go get dinner and come back. All right, so we've got 2 of these. 2 of these. One of those. 3 of these. Yummy! Sorry. It's all right. All right, so we got this. Why does it seem like I don't have enough? Oh, it's another row. Okay. I guess these are a bit shorter. Oh, that's why the 1 brick, because that's a bit shorter. I didn't know that. Interesting fact, guys. So this one goes this way. I'm going to... Oh, you just said that. Never mind. There we go. Also, too, I noticed that they do this interlocking pattern, which is kind of nice. Every other one, the 1 brick goes on the other side, which improves the stability of this corner. That's where I figured they would do it. It's a very nice way of consistently ensuring stability. All right, so now what we need to do is this goes like this. And this goes here? Like that? I guess. My wife told me that the decal doesn't look that far off, so she's like, it's you can tell only if you look at it. I'm like, well, you made me feel better. Here we go. The walls are going up fast now, which is kind of nice because this is still a little loose, but I feel like the more I build onto it, the better it'll get. Plus, it's supposed to be a TV set, so I can't imagine it being, supposed to be really stable. I mean, they made it so. I mean, I know this is a Lego build of a set like that, but at the same time, I also feel like a real TV set would be kind of a little bit flimsy, so they could tear away walls as needed. You want a certain stability, but you also want a certain instability to allow for moving walls and the ability to shift things around if you need a new perspective. What is it?
You'll hear it in just a second.
I'll hear it in just a second, she said. Is that Lemonade Mouth? Is that Lemonade Mouth?
Yes! Lemonade stuff!
She's watching Lemonade Mouth, no wonder. Alright, so I got most of my pieces grouped up, so if I need to grab them, I'll just grab a slab and break some off. So I have 3 single dots. I need 3 of the little 2 bricks. I should probably group those up, but there's not enough really to warrant an issue of that. 1 of the 4s, 1 of the 3s. Yeah, I think we're good there. I need 1 4 brick. Oh, you got it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so interesting thing I'm doing here. I don't know what it is over here, but kitty's butt's in the way. Sorry. I can move the kitty butt out of the way, but I'm like, oh, I don't really want to move the kitty butt out of the way. He's a good kitty. So there we go. Lego goes here. Now another 2 brick goes here. Alan 2 brick. I was still trying to say Stanley 2 brick and I messed it up. 4 brick goes through here. 1 goes here. Like that. Yeah, I thought these bricks are in purposely the wrong colors. Like the 4 bricks look completely weird colors. I can see these are more yellow than the others, and I don't know if it's because of my lighting, but I suspect it's because the bricks are made inconsistently, just so they look like aging walls. I could be wrong on that, but that's just how it looks to me. 2, there we go. So I don't know what these gaps are for, but you know what? I'm living for that right now. See? So we've got that mostly started, okay? Now we've got this next chunk of things, which is basically going to be a white diagonal piece, white flat brick, and I can't find any of these pieces. They're like one piece. I literally can't find any of these pieces. I say I'm going to not do any more stacking, but the thing is, like, I'm looking at them and I'm like, I need to stack these because I'm having trouble finding one piece out of a collection. It's like, I need to stack these so I can find these so easily. There we go. So these are all these pieces. I got 3 of those. I need a white flat. I don't have that. A 2 hole. There's the. I finally found one piece, guys. There's one piece. There's the white piece. 2 to the curved white one. I found this piece. 2 brick, a black corner, one thing that looks like a water spigot. Actually is a water spigot. Looks like 1 clear dot. 1 clear dot. 1 yellow piece. 1 flat brick that looks like a computer keyboard, because it is. 1 thing that looks like a... No, that's not it. 1 thing that looks like a claw. 1 thing that looks like a hinge. 2 blue pieces. I'm still missing that white slanty piece. That's one thing I'm missing is the white slanty piece. It's right there. There we go, guys. That's the entire assemblage of pieces. 2 blues, a hinge piece, a black thing, a yellow thing, a thing of white, clear dot, a spigot, a black curved black. Yeah, we're good. All right, so we're gonna take this piece. This piece fits on like this. I take it this is the I take it this is the mouse. This is the keyboard. It goes this way around, doesn't it? That's where I'd put it. Oh, when they have it as a stupid decal. Alright, so this goes like this, which is going to be the computer screen. 2 studs on it. Got fingers over here. This piece goes like this. Now, where's the clear dot go? Oh, this is a lamp, apparently. Okay. Okay. So now I have to find sticker 7, it says? Sticker 7. Which is Vandalay Industries. Try to stick this decal on very straight. It's as straight as it's going to be, and it's a little crooked, but it's still as straight as it's going to be. It's as straight as it's going to be, guys. Look at that. Vandalay Industries. Let me see if we can get to zoom in on that. Come on. Come on, focus. I'm just going to hold up the other camera. Vandalay Industries. How funny is that? So now this goes like this. You see, it becomes the laptop computer. Well, not the desktop computer, you see. See? Now this hinge, this becomes there we go. There's that. Now this piece attaches to this piece. Like that. And then this piece connects to this. Which is crazy. Jeez, I can't get this right. And then there we go. Perfect. Now this piece This piece goes like this. I think it goes like that. And then this piece goes on the end. Okay, so it's like this. And this piece fits on like that. Which is crazy. And then this piece. Okay, so this is the computer part of it. And this piece goes, I suppose, like that. Like that. I think. That's the whole computer desk. And then this piece goes like this. There we go. There's one computer desk. It's kind of hard to see, but let's get it in there. There it is, one computer desk. With Vandalay Industries pulled up. Keep doing that, dang it. Okay, so we got that done. Now it's time to build the bicycle, which I had the parts set aside for it. I need one black weird hook thing and one of these. So the bicycle, I feel like there's one piece missing. Nope. No, it doesn't. It's not missing. Okay, so these things are beasties to get in there, I'll tell you what. Okay, and then this one goes in the back axle. Come on, beastie, get in there. Come on, beastie. I break this to get in there. Sorry, y'all. It came over me and I wasn't prepared for it. Get in there. It's not going in there. It's being stubborn. You will face justice. Explain to him. I can't get the back wheel in to save my life. You're like, slide it in. Yeah, you slide it in. Smarty pants. There it goes. Alright, so there's the bicycle. Now this piece goes where? Oh, it attaches like this. And then this piece goes like this. Boink. Like that. Like this. And then I guess this attaches to this part here. Like this. Tire back, yeah, like this. So this entire room apparently is devoted to his bicycle. Or maybe not do that. Or maybe don't do that. Why would you build this for? Got fat fingers for me to be going back in there like that. Anyway, there's the bicycle on there. Okay, so there's that done. Okay, so that completes that little disaster. Alright, let's see what we got here. Next page. Zibbity doink. Alright, we got 1 6 brick. 2 of these. 1 of these. I think this is the last one of these 3 bricks, by the way. 2, 1, 1. Is it this color or dark one? No, it's this one. 1 corner. Man, these got together real tight. There we go. Leave that loose because that one was too tight on there. So 1, 2, 1, 1 flat 4 brick. Pop. 6 of those little white dots. So there's 4, 6, and then 1 of the little guys like this. One of these little doodads. All right, let's see what we got here. This is an entire run over here, so And 2. What? Where did this other stuff come from? Oh, it's already done. Oh, I see. It's only doing one side. Got it. I'm panicking like I haven't done what I'm supposed to do. And I did it all right. Did it all right. There we go. It's really starting to get much firmer of a model. Sometimes these models get a little inconsistent in their strength and their weak points. They've done a really good job of engineering these so that they get better as you get building up more. But a lot of times I worry about the stability of models like this, and I'm like, oof. This one had me worried at the beginning stages. I was like, please don't be frail. And luckily, it's not been frail beyond a certain point. Okay. There's a 3 brick here. So there's that done. Now I need a 4 and a 1. Okay, this one. Did I not? Oh, I see. This one goes here. And this one goes here. And this goes like this. Just change that real quick. I'm a nerd. I want them all face the same direction. Then this bad boy goes right there. Is it? Guys, for those that don't know, Cruella is now on Disney Plus without the additional premium. Heck yes, guys. Cruella is now we can watch it without the worries of that other group. Well, I mean, it's available for free. You're not paying the premium now. Which probably means it's available on DVD as well, but who buys DVDs anymore? Who buys those? 6. Rip headphone users, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2 little light. Oh, these used to be the little light sockets for cars, so I call them light sockets. Because you put them in the front corners of your cars, and this is where you put your lights, plug your lights into. Back in the old days of making Lego cars. All right, back in my day, we used to use those for lights. The old classic, the new original, the old original, the new classic. If you don't know what that is, I feel sad for you. It's another Homestar Runner reference, guys. Lego my ego. Hi, Dragons are Dinos. Arlene just discovered that if Cruella is on Disney Plus for free, no longer part of the premium program. So if anybody wants to see it, you don't have to pay extra to see it. I promise you, it is 0% dog murder. It's 100% fashion, 0% dog murder. That's why I keep telling people, like, it has nothing to do with her killing dogs. I don't even know if they're going to continue. Here's the thing, though. The Cruella of the movie might be a different Cruella than the 101 Dalmatians version. Not truthfully too much, but I get the feeling that maybe some things of this universe are a bit different. I won't go into detail. It's an unnecessary detail, but it's also like... okay, I'll tell you. That made me jump. I was like, what the heck is that sound? You sneaky person, you. You're like, Jason's rambling. I need to shut him up. Loud knocking sound. That was hilarious. You made me jump a mile. Good thing I wasn't holding my coffee up. I would have spilled it. Whew. That was worth the 10 bets, I'm sure it was. Because I jumped a mile. But just putting it bluntly, and it didn't matter to me when I watched the movie. I was like, this is cool, but it also made me go, this means that the other movies don't belong in this universe. And this isn't a spoiler, but Anita in the movie is black. And I'm like, that technically means it's in a different universe because the Anita of the 101 Dalmatians live action is white. And the one in the animated version is also white. So that means technically, again, it doesn't matter. To me, there's no reason Anita has to be white. But that also technically means this movie's not in the same universe as the other ones. Again, not that, I mean, I was like, heck, they made Anita black. And I'm like, yeah, go for it. And I told her, I said, that's our Anita. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, the main female character in the movies. Oh, you're right, Anita Darling. And I was like, exactly. Now, the only thought I had was, I guess that means it doesn't take place in the same universe then. That was my only thought. I was like, well, I guess not. That really tightened up the model quite a bit. I'm happy about that. Lego. Oh, this goes this one, doesn't it? That's really making that apartment really come together. Man, you made me jump with that. That was a good jump scare. That was great. That was brilliant. Brilliant! Oh, God, more decals. Oh, God, why decals? Why me decals? Let's get to the best part first, which is these gray things. The door frames. Move Kramer in the way. There we go. You're a High School Musical snob, Arlene. She said she couldn't get into High School Musical 2. I mean, 1, just 2. So we have in our collection 1 and 2. 1 is some car. I don't know why we have a car, but we have a car. I don't think it's the smelly car. I have a new method, guys. Oh, no. I put the brick on another. That's probably the straightest one I've ever done in my entire life. Small Blueberry, hi, how are you? My voice is back, but I'm still not doing the impressions. But how are you, Small Blueberry? That's the straightest decal I've ever placed in my entire life. I have to admit that. I am very proud of that, guys. You were here for that moment. What I do now is I lock them in onto another brick, get the decal loose. I'm wondering if this is Uncle Leo. This looks like Uncle Leo. If I hold it on the very edges and line up as best as I can. This one's a little crooked. That's a little crooked. You guys suffered through the ASMR stream. I keep saying it was. I love what Dragons Are Dinos said. It was accidental ASMR. Accidental SMR. Okay, so we have 2 of these. Lord have mercy. We have 1 more decal. Let's just get it over with. Here we go. This one I believe is the Kramer. I am okay today. Okay is pretty good. Not at the long edge. No, that's taken. Dang, it's crooked. Now this bad boy goes in the computer room. Right up here. The Kramer. Goes right in there. What we got here? We still have. Okay, I have to place these bricks because I don't think I placed them yet. So it was 2 of these. 2 of these. We did the gray one already with the decal. 2 of these. 1 of these. 2 little small studs. I think we're good there. Now this whole barrage. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. We done pretty cool stuff in chemistry today. I want to hear about this. Chemistry is cool. Chemistry, I didn't understand a lot of chemistry, but to me, a lot of the earth sciences, chemistry, physics, those were my favorite things because, you know, once you know how chemicals are like math. You put 2 chemicals together, you're going to get a consistent result. unless you have an environmental change. So chemistry, I guess, is my friend. Because again, if you put, hydrogen and water together, hydrogen and oxygen together in a certain combination in a certain circumstance, you always get water. So it's kind of friendly like that. It's like, oh, well, I know I'm gonna get out of this. Water, duh, So chemistry has a certain expectation that doing two things should always lead to the same result unless there's an environmental difference, like a temperature change or a humidity change or anything. So to me, I really enjoy me some chemistry because it's a lot like physics. There's, again, physics stuff is really cool because it's, again, pretty consistent. You do X result, you do X inputs, you get Y result. It always happens. And because of that, that's why one of the reasons I love a lot of this science is like that, because it's why I like math. It's so consistent. There's an honesty in that consistency. You feel like if you do something, if you did it right, everybody in the world should have that same result, and that is comforting to me. There's this peace in knowing that 2 + 2 always equal 4, unless you're talking something theoretical, which we won't talk about. Or if you're talking like something like, say, base mathematics, which we won't talk about, like 1 + 1 is 10 in binary. But again, in base 10, it's pretty consistent. All right, guys. Jeez, guy. Okay, so we have this. This goes like this. We can do like this because this is gonna be in the frame actually. This makes a door frame. I didn't even know that's pretty clever. So this is gonna go right here in the middle, and then the little dots. Well, one of the little dots goes over here. Like this, right? Was it only one dot? It was only one dot. It was only one dot. And that bad boy goes there. Completes the door frame. It's nifty. It's a pretty neat way of making a door frame. I've never seen that before. It's a neat little trick. And then a 4 brick goes here. And then a 3. Again, the staggered pattern is to lock the bricks into place by staggering them, which is kind of a nice touch. Makes it much more stable. This building here, even with the door frame, this empty space here, is pretty strong, which is nice. You can shift it, and it's not trying to break at any point. It's actually moving the whole unit as a whole, which is great. You want it to move as a consistent unit, not as individual pieces. And that locks that in pretty tight. And then that gets that done. There we go. And that builds that little room there. See? So it's got a nice little room. There's a little gap here, but I think that's on purpose because I think in the show, if people coming from Jerry's bedroom, they'd be coming in from here, but there was no bedroom. We never saw Jerry's bedroom because it never existed. So that space is empty to reflect where they would walk out set and they'd be off behind the scenes. So if Jerry came from his bedroom, he'd be up behind the set, you see. The window's tilted this way, so that even if you could see out the window, you could have just a random city scene behind there and you never see anything. We done some stuff with aluminum foil and element compounds. Nice. Aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is a weird thing. Like, it's a metal and it transmits heat, but it doesn't really retain heat. It's really interesting like that. Like, you could pull aluminum foil right out of the oven, and I don't think it burns your hand, which is crazy. Because it's a metal, it was just in direct contact with heat. But it transmits heat easily, but it loses it, like, instantly. And I don't test me, because I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I've touched food coming out of the oven that food is piping hot, and the aluminum foil is just like you just got off the roll. Aluminum foil. We had one of them turn to copper, and we burned some of the different... Oh, neat! If I'm not mistaken, small blueberry, I think some types of bronze use aluminum. I might be wrong on that, but there are some alloys that use aluminum. Usually the mark of a civilization when you start mixing metals and getting alloys. Oh, look, if we mix these two rocks together, this makes it stronger. Usually. That's when you've got, you got some at least basic metallurgical skills, aka chemistry skills. I was trying to sound like a horse. Guess this is supposed to be like a light fixture here. Get in there. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a light fixture. That is so neat. It's always incredible when things happen. You know it's supposed to happen, but you're still like, well, that's cool. You know? Again, you get consistent stuff, but, you know, like if you do X, you get Y, you do Y, you get Z. But still, it never ceases to amaze me. Like, seeing how it works, it's just like that. I mean, knowing that it works is cool. Seeing it in work is like, oh my gosh, how did that even happen? Sorry, this piece is crooked. It's driving me crazy. That did nothing to help it. It also did nothing to help it. Come on. Come on, fat fingers, work for me. Come on, fat fingers. I'll try to see if I can twist it with this. Separate them. Lock it in place, twist it this way. You butt! They're stuck. I'm just calling it a day. Lock it into place, maybe we can twist it this way. There we go. There we go. Finally! After I scraped off half the contents of my nail up underneath. We burned some of them with different colors. That's just so neat. Like, again, I don't think I'll ever... I don't really remember any chemical formulas. But I don't think I'll ever tire of... When I see it in action, I'm like, oh my gosh. That's so neat. Like, even basic stuff. It's still cool to me. It feels like magic, you know? That's weird that they joined it like that. Did you really mean to do that? I think they did mean to do that. 3. Still pretty strong. Okay. Now, oh jeez. Another blasted decal, guys. We're almost done. We're down to one. We're down to enough. We're down to enough decals. That one's actually pretty straight again. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. It's pretty straight. This one goes like that. It's weird how it sits above it like that. See, there's a lip there. I wonder if there's another row that passes around on the top. Yeah, it's a gray row. Okay, we've got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. 2 of these accounted for. 1 of these accounted for. 2 of these accounted for, and 2 bendy bricks. Well, I see 1. The other one's here. Okay. They secure at the top, which is crazy how they did it one more time. Hinge goes on the inside, like this. Come on, there we go. That really stabilizes that nicely. 4. Oh, and then this goes across the frame like this. That's neat. Let go, right? Now let's do this. Because now we can afford this. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the walls are bending a little bit. All right. I'm going that in place. Hey, whatever happened with your 3D Photoshop? Turning the wasn't it a soda project? Like you were supposed to come up with a drink? How'd that ever turn out? Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. That's a 3. Yep, that's a 3. And then this goes with a hinge on the inside. There we go. It looks so homey now. Look at that little room. Look at that room. It looks so homey. Looks so homey. Okay, we've got one of these. 3 of these. 3 of these. What are these? Thank you, babe. Cup of coffee. Hi. Well, if the light was off. Love you, babe. I love you. I'll try to be quiet. Okay. So, how are you, cup of coffee? Well, I have emailed myself on it, and I'll send it on Discord. Nice, because I want to see what you're working on. 3D always impresses me. I've always been, always struggled with 3D. Hype. Thank you. I'm still getting over a bit of a cold that I had. So I figured I'd still chill. I'm going to work on Corella probably Friday. It's had a long time to dry, which is okay. I didn't need it to dry a long time. It's helpful if it dried for a long time. But the main issue is because I've had my cold. That's been my big issue, is trying to get over this darn cold, man. Now that I'm about over it, I'm like, thank goodness. I was tired of dealing with sniffles and coughs. And the last couple of days, I've had nothing but night coughs. And poor Arlene's been up all night listening to me cough and cough and cough. And she's like, take a Ricola. I'm like, I know. We were almost low. I mean, we're almost out, so I tried to ration them. Hey, baby doll. Sweetheart. Arlene.
Yes.
I don't know who else you think I'd be calling sweetheart. I don't know who else I think I'd be calling sweetheart. I said, I don't know who else you think I'd be calling sweetheart.
Oh, what do you mean?
I said, sweetheart, honey. And you were like not responding. I'm like, who else do you think I'm talking to?
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Where's the Ricola? Okay.
It's in the hanging bag downstairs.
Oh, okay, because I'm probably going to need it, and I don't want to have to wake you up at like 2 in the morning if I have a coughing fit.
It's in the, I got Ricola, Rolaids,
Ricola.
something else.
Shampoo or something?
Can you bring that bag up eventually?
I will.
Thank you.
No problem. I love you, Dom.
I love you too.
Sorry, small blueberry. I didn't mean to scare you with my sneeze. I get really loud sneezes. I mean, man, there was a person I used to work with. Her name was Michelle. My goodness. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to explode one day. I'm like, all that buildup for nothing. What are you doing to me, Michelle? I used to call her fearless leader Mikhail because I had a stupid sense of humor. I don't think she appreciated being compared to a Russian comrade, but, you know, I just had a weird sense of humor. I've always had a weird sense of humor. Called her fearless leader Mikhail. Not out of hatred, out of you know, love as a weird funny nickname, you know? Like not out of, oh, she's like a Nazi, she's like Stalin. No, I liked her. She was cool, so I gave her a cool nickname. It was never meant to be a disrespectful nickname, but one of admiration, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't call it behind her back, fearless leader Mikhail wants me to do this. No, I would never do that. I wonder how she's doing in life. Sometimes I randomly think about my old bosses, and I'm like, I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're doing okay. She was a good lady. She really was. I'm so sorry I scared you. I sneeze very boisterously, loudly. Okay. Oh, this is where the light fixture goes for the shop, the set. This, by the way, guys, for those who joined late, this is the Seinfeld Lego set. So it's built to, the apartment's built to look like a TV set, because it was a TV set. And let's see what we got here. So this part is all about done. It's nice and smooth. And this, what this does, I think, is this holds these things, I think, later on. The light fixtures for the show. You see? Like that. Because most TV shows, they don't have a ceiling. If you've never noticed, they never look at the ceiling. Because most of these sets don't have ceilings. That's why it was such a big deal in Citizen Kane in the 40s that they actually like, wow, there's things have ceilings. But what Orson Welles had done to make the ceilings in Citizen Kane was he used cloth draped smoothly and tightly. So that, you know, if you need to remove the fabric, if you need to remove the ceiling, you just rip the fabric away. So by hanging it over, you get the impression When you shot it, it looked like a ceiling. But that's how he got the ceilings in Citizen Kane. I'll tell my niece that. I don't think she knows that. She had to watch Citizen Kane for a film class. It's like some boring old movie. I'm like, are you kidding me? Citizen Kane's a staple of cinema. Of course, she doesn't know that. She's never had to watch film appreciation before. So, and also too, you can appreciate how well a movie is made and not necessarily like the movie. Like, I really appreciate 2001. I think it's one of the most greatest movies of all time ever made. As far as the quality of the movie, as far as the, like, holding me in its grip, it doesn't. I mean, it's not like it makes me like, oh my God. It's visually stunning. It's a textbook about how to make a movie. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie by any stretch of the imagination. It took me 1 hour to do bag 5. Bag four, bag 4. I feel like each bag 4 is the first one I didn't have a minifig in. But bag 5, guys, we've got somebody to visit us. And that somebody is Elaine Bennis. I love how the first thing you build out of the set is the minifig. Let's see what faces. Every one of these Legos figures has got 2 faces. So you can give them like a regular expression. Hers is kind of an angry face. Look at this. This is her one face. And then her other face is, come on, focus. Her more pleasant face. I'm going to do the more pleasant face. Look at that mess of hair for Elaine. I mean, that's Elaine to say the least. That mess of hair. I've lost her. Here's her legs. Here's her pants. I love how they give her like a pantsuit because that's like totally her look, like mostly professional. But that's totally 100%. Like, oh, it even has it is even shiny too. Look at that shine on it, guys. Oh, hydrate. Thanks, small blueberry. It's not really hydro. It's really water. It's not water. It's coffee, but there's water in it. But it's got like a satin. Baby, what's wrong? Why'd you hit your eye, sweetie? Don't hit your eye, lovey. Baby, don't hit your eye. Poor thing, you're so tired. I saw the fishbowl. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's a bag of fish, I think. I gotta dump this out because I can't see what I'm doing. I got 5 fingers and I can't see what I'm doing. The fishbowl almost rolled away. Got it. Look at this thing, guys. I'm hoping it focuses. Look at this goofy thing. It has fish painted on it. Can you see it? Look at that. Fish painted on it. Oops, get it on the camera. Come on, focus. There we go. Come on. It's not going to focus. Sorry, guys. That's interesting. It's like a teapot. Look at that. That's cool. It's a teapot. One other thing. I think it's supposed to be like a bag of fish. Let's give Elaine that bag of fish. Stand still, Elaine. Jeez Louise. There we go. There's Elaine holding her bag of fish. So now I've got Kramer. What is Pretzel? And Elaine holding her bag of fish. And Jerry, of course, is in the comedy club. I put him aside for a moment. Here's Jerry. So I've got everybody but George so far, and they've even got Newman, which I thought was great because Newman's like in a handful of episodes. Honestly, he's in more of the later seasons than the earlier ones, and it's amazing. He's like one of those characters that's like in. You'd think he's in more episodes, and he truly isn't. And you're like, man, he's barely in any episodes at all. But ones he's in, people remember him in. So that's, I guess, a good thing. If you're gonna be a character actor, you want to be remembered for being in the scenes you're in, not forgotten for the ones you're not in. Okay, so there's this. There's that. I have the 3. This is the weird thing. You rarely see the 3x3s. It's a weird combo. We're working on the kitchen now. This bag 5 is pretty much just the kitchen part of the set. But because the kitchen part of the set is like the most intricate, it's got a lot of pieces. So it might take us a minute to put together. trying to line up all the Lego logos as much as I can. Obviously, there's will be a certain point where I can no longer do it, but I still like doing it as much as I consistently can. And sometimes the set plays tricks on me. Like sometimes it'll be like, oh, this is the way you build it. Oh, turn it around. You got it 180 degrees. And you're like, I just lined them up to face the other direction. Thank you. I'm not going to go back and rebuild those things. I make it an effort to try to line them up. And if the set tricks me, it is what it is. No one's going to go through and go, your dots are not facing the same direction. But I try to make them match as much as I can. Okay. So we have things like this you can't line up. I mean, there's only one way that thing orients. Oh, come on, fat fingers. Or I say, come on, fat fingers, work for me. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. The refrigerator base, maybe? It's weird how it does this, though. That's just a weird look. We'll find out what goes on. This is how it actually is supposed to look, by the way, guys. Let me pan over a little. Oops, wrong pan. No, this is the right way. There we go. And zoom in some, because I'm working. Oh, that's my lap. You don't want to see my lap. No, I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see my lap. Let me try building more to the side. Let me get up more so you can see more of the set. There we go. That's better. That's a little bit better. I realize I'm building half off the screen. I don't mean to do that. Problem is, like, my mic has to be here. Here we go. 2 of these. 1 of these. 2. I'm getting the next couple moves set up for me. 2 of these and 2 red dots. So I just want to get the next couple moves set up. Okay. Since they're very easy, I mean, they're just like, oh, piece goes here. And this piece goes the opposite direction here. Right? Like this? Yeah, like that. There we go. Done. So now these 2 pieces go here. How you been, cup of coffee? What you been working on? Ha! I literally said that just as you dropped. I haven't been working on much because of my sickness. So I get caught up on stuff when I get caught up on stuff when I get more healed up. I've been kind of a little bit depressed, kind of fighting that off. I always get kind of sad when I have a cold. Learning my new job, hoping I'm doing right. I feel like I'm doing okay, but I feel like I could be doing better. And that concerns me. I don't want to just coast along in my job. I never wanted to coast along in my job. But, you know, not knowing what I'm doing, there's a certain degree of coasting. Pretty good. My day job makes me tired to do anything else but grateful to have it. Same. Yeah, same. Just as I got hired, they upped the quotas at my job, and I'm like, this stinks. And everybody's like, how are we supposed to do our jobs? I'm like, I don't even know how to do our jobs, and you're telling me to do more. You know, I'm like, I don't even know how to get started, and you're telling me to do more. That's not gonna go well. Because I don't have nearly enough of my numbers. I'm supposed to have more output of, like, you know, productive numbers and stuff. Like, why haven't you had more visits and more move-ins? And I'm like, because I don't know what I'm doing to get those numbers. I don't know how to do that, guys. I'm still new. So I'm able to hit some of my markers, but not the rest because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing okay. I'm not doing great. My manager says she's not going to hold me accountable for my numbers until I get more experienced. But I'm still like, I don't want to learn my job poorly. I want to learn how to do my job the best I can. So there's only one way to go but up. You know what I mean? I'm assuming this is the bottom of the refrigerator. I don't even know. This is just crazy, guys. Okay, so there's this. And that goes like this. And then this goes where? Here? Oh, it goes right here in the front. That's crazy how you made me do that like that. Well, that was just a dumb system. Okay. So 2. So we got 2 of these and 2 of those. You see the top of my head, I'm sorry. I need a haircut too. There's one more of these little guys. Where are you, little booger? Yeah, it's not very stable there. That was kind of a dumb plan, but you know. I don't know why they did it like that. It's very structurally unsound at the moment. Not that gray one. Grabbed a white one by accident. Ouch, fat fingers. It hurts. Alright, so there we go. I'll be right back. Okay, small blueberry. We'll wait for your return. Okay, this piece goes across like this. And then one more blue piece across the middle. I'm running out of the flap. Here we go. There we go. The good thing about this is it has light weight. 2 of these and 3 of... I might take a quick break, guys, just to do one thing. It's about the time my pups went out for the night. So I'm about to take them out. So I'll be right back as well. I'll probably do this bag and maybe one more. I guess I want to do one more stream of doing this, I guess. Not that I'm, like, depressed about that. I just want to get to working on Cruella. So the next stream might be a mixed bag depending on what goes on. Might be a mixed bag. Lego. It's actually much more stable now. There we go. Again, don't know what this is supposed to be, but, you know. It's pretty cool. That's a good place to stop because I have a page turn. Actually, do I want to do the next page real quick? Depends on how hard the pieces are. One of these. One of these. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the next 2 steps, and then we'll take a break. Okay, one of these and a 3 brick. I need to stretch anyway, so that'll be a good stretch goal. Hot stretch goal. Like I'm talking like it's Patreon. 1, 1, 1, 3, 4. 7, 9. Boop, boop. Applejack. Okay, never mind. 2, 4, 4 brick. I'm missing it. It's gotta be in the bowl. Yep, there we go. Alright, so this connects up to here. Like that. And then this connects to this. Oh, yeah, so it does. So it makes the kitchen counter slant, which is crazy. And then this. So this goes like. This goes like this. I'm going to turn into a Lego snob over here. So this goes. Oh, jeez Louise. So it's a 3 brick. It's a 4 brick. And this goes in the end of it. Lego. With this guy on top of it. Alright, quick doggy break. Be right back. I want to put the guys on all the figures on screen so you can see them all while I'm gone. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Be right back. Guys, I was pacing around downstairs. I'm like, why am I up downstairs pacing around? I could be working on this build. I'm waiting on my dogs to be done going to the bathroom. I'm like, let them have their time. Let me go upstairs and continue building on Legos. I'll take another break to let them in. One of these. One of those. One of those. Two of these. 90% of this is just getting the pieces set up. Honestly, that's the hard part when you first lay out a bag, is just going through all the pieces and going like, where's the piece I need? And sometimes it's just one tiny little piece hidden under something else. Two of these. And two of the blue little dots. Little Technic dots. Alright, I'm going to take all of these pieces out. Okay, first of all, it's a little crowded because all the figures were in the way. So let's get, Elaine holding that bag of fish is great. I don't know why she's holding a bag of fish, but I don't remember that episode. I gotta go back and watch all of Seinfeld again. I love the show so much. It's a shame I haven't watched more of it. I've only owned parts of the seasons too. Okay, that's kind of a shame. I own most of the major important fun seasons, but some of the other seasons I don't even own. I mean to go back and watch them again. I need a good laugh. I don't think I've ever seen the episode that caused so much controversy, the one that never aired again. And I think I get why they did that in that episode. Like from what I understand, they like burned the Puerto Rican flag and stepped on it, which was to highlight how insulting that is, or to show how we disrespect other cultures. But they found it too disrespectful to actually to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a bit too serious of a subject matter to be laughed at, even if it was meant to be a satire. And again, I get that. But I've never seen that episode. Because again, I don't think the writers were meant to do anything disrespectful. They were meant to highlight how the characters are disrespectful. And I just think it came off wrong. And that's tough, because again, when you're doing a show like Seinfeld where things are a little satirical and a little over the top, and people are misbehaving, and they're intentionally badly misbehaving, like, you're not supposed to emulate these people. These are bad people. I don't think anybody says, man, I can't wait to be like George, a loser like George. I don't mean to say George is a loser, but I mean, they kind of portray him as like a down and out kind of guy who doesn't think too high of himself. I mean, George is not a model of how you want to look at yourself. You know what I mean? So, there's that. So there's that done. So, I think to a certain degree, you have to kind of understand that a lot of what they're doing is maybe insulting because they are bad people. That's one thing I never got how funny Seinfeld was until I started watching it and going, man, these people are terrible. It's like how not to live your life. And then it dawned on me, that's the point. Like, you're not, I'm sorry, it's really hard to see what's going on here, guys, because it's black on black Legos. It's really hard to see. That's kind of the point. Like, the point isn't to admire these people. The point is you laughing at them because they're bad role models. And that's kind of the point. And I remember I watched, like, they're talking about, like, top 10 disappointing finales or whatever, and one thing that came up was the Seinfeld finale, and they're like, guys, as much as everybody says it's you know, it's terrible that they end up in jail, it's like, it's actually genius because these people are terrible people. Like, why would you think they wouldn't wind up in jail? And I'm like, kind of true. There's two of those. Okay, never mind. There's two of those too. That's interesting. I just think it's interesting that they brought that up. It's like, it's very true though. Like, these people behave very poorly. I mean, they're very greedy, self-centered people. And that's kind of the humor of the show, is that, you know, it's not like these are good people. These are bad people, you know? So, if anything, we shouldn't be admiring them. We should be, like, laughing at them as, like, oh my gosh, don't do this in your life. Man, that's got a long copyright. 2019, the Lego Group. So they didn't make these until 2019. That's crazy. That smooth plate, they didn't even make that till 2019, apparently. Oh, neat, it's the front face of the refrigerator. I just now see that. One of these and two of these. Oh my gosh, it's the refrigerator. That's so neat. Oh, jeez. So these plates can go on there immediately. Is there supposed to be things that go in there? No, I guess it's supposed to just be like that. Never mind. Okay, so... But this is the refrigerator, guys. Look how cool that is. That's the refrigerator. And you're supposed to put stickers on it, so I'm going to start putting the stickers on. But I might take them off to fit them on. Because there's different... 10 and 15 go on here. So I'm going to take this. Can I fit this anywhere? No, this is the one I don't need. But what you do is you can take this piece, see, lock that into place. And these cow oven mitt, these don't have to be straight. They're actually kind of like placed on there, kind of like just helter-skelter, as it were. Cow oven mitt. And then there's the kitten oven mitt. As long as they're kind of like roughly upright, that's fine. That goes there-ish. A little crooked, but that's okay. I mean, oven mitts aren't going to lay flat on the refrigerator all the time. So there's that done. Now what I need to do is I need to remove this plate here, because this has got the longest brick of them all. This little bad boy right here, guys. Number 12 here goes along here. That's going to be a pain. Yeah, thanks for that. Couldn't pre-print this, huh? Turn it sideways. Let's see if we can get it on there. No, don't. There we go. Whew. That's as good as it's going to be. That's actually pretty straight. Nice. Now the next thing I have to do is the top decal with the Superman on it. See if I can disengage that one quick. Disengage. Can I get it off from this way? There we go. Let's put this door on here. There's the fridge door. Now I got this last little one to do, which is, we're almost out of decals. Thank God. Decals, man. Can anybody tell me how much they hate the decals? I can tell you how much I hate the decals. No. It slipped out of my fingers and then landed. Oh, got it. This one's sticking is gone now. You gotta grab it by the edges. Let's not do it there. It's gonna be too close. I found it's better to lock the brick in place. Get it off my finger. This one's so small, it's hard not to. That's actually not so bad either. I'm getting better at placing these. They should just pre-print them. I mean, they pre-printed the thing that's in here. Why can't they pre-print the rest? Maybe it's because it already exists as a brick and they can't pre-print these. I don't know. But there's the refrigerator, guys. And then the refrigerator, I believe, just locks into place here. No, that's not right. There we go. I think that's correct. Yeah. So there's the kitchen on its way. We still do the kitchen cabinets. I almost wish the refrigerator opened up. Look how cool that looks. That looks ridiculously cool. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna let the pups in. And then we'll build the kitchen cabinetry and see what we can do with bag 7, I believe, is that next one. We probably got 2 more bags. That's probably another 2 hours. So I'm not going to do that tonight, I don't think. We'll have to see. Probably one more stream. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Okay, refrigerator's placed. Let's continue on with the kitchen. The hard part's going to be doing the kitchen cabinet. Good Lord, this thing's confusing. We have one more panel. Jeez Louise. I figure we got a microwave next. One of these. I have to move this to the side just so I have a place to build. Hold on one second, guys. One of these. Get the scissors out of here so I have even more space to build. Maybe I should scoot this over to the side. Well, I'm going to leave the kitchen in focus. So there's that piece. We need a 3-plate, like that. Move that up there so you can see what we're doing here. A bendy piece that looks like this. These all have names, by the way. I couldn't tell you what their names are. This one's Fred. I think this one's Diane. This one's Carol. They call this one John. No, I'm just kidding. They actually have names, like actual names in Lego. Like that, you see. Okay, so there's one of those slant diagonal. Okay, so I got the top row done. Now I need that little square that's the dial piece. Is that it? Yeah, there's the dial piece. It's the same one they use in the air conditioning. I'm sure they use it for, like I said, the sets that they do for the space sets. Spaceship, like Benny, you know, spaceship. I know okay, there's the piece I need. I think this is the microwave. And this is like the microwave door. It's kind of a smoky black color. Like it's clear glass, but it's smoky. Which I think is hilarious if it's the microwave. Alright, so this, that. I'm missing a black, smooth, park benchy looking thing. There it is. Okay. I think that's the microwave. So we begin. This piece. This piece here accommodates this dial this way up. So you want the red dot on the side. I'm going to look to see if that's the same button on the air conditioner. It is, but you use it in the exact opposite configuration. It's hilarious. It's like, haha, just kidding. You use it the other way. There's that. Pretty sure this is going to be a microwave, guys, don't you think? Pretty sure this is going to be a microwave. Alright, so this big prick can't say it, speak today, apparently. Okay. Look at that. A little mini microwave. Look at that little Lego microwave. Isn't that the coolest? Look at that. Now we need to do this. This needs to go here. So guys, on Friday on YouTube, and I can share the link in my Discord. Goes like that, I think. Like that? Like that? Like that, I think. Yeah, like that. On Friday in my Discord, I can share you a link. There's supposed to be an art show locally that's supposed to do a giveaway of, in other words, my drawing might win me a prize. And the prize ceremony is going to be done online on YouTube. So if you want to see if my drawing gets a prize, I can share you the link. It's going to be Friday, I think it's 6. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 7. I'll send the link. I probably won't let it interfere with stream. If it's on at the same time I stream, I'll put it on the background and quiet because I don't think I can broadcast it live because it's a YouTube thing. I don't think Twitch will take me kindly to having the audio of YouTube live in the background of my stream. I don't think it's against rules per se, but I don't think it's exactly kosher, so I'm going to try not to push the challenge of the rules. Okay, so those are those pieces. Okay? I don't know what that's going to be. A sink, maybe? Okay, so we got this piece. And then we have one of these pieces. And then this. Wait, that's not right. That's not the right one of these. There's another one of these, but it's not like this. Unless it goes upside down. Oh, no, it goes this way. That's why. That explains a lot. I love how they use the bright colors in the places you'll never see them. There's that. And then this piece goes like this. You see? So I think that's supposed to be the sink, you see? The kitchen sink. See it? Oh, there's the faucet that comes out. And then that's the basin. So this bad boy goes right here in the kitchen. Like that, you see? I love how you build this like modularly. All right, so we need one of these and one of these. This one goes sideways. Like this. We need 4 more of the same. These 4. Okay. That's crazy. These all line up in a straight line. 2, 3, 4. All right, so this goes on like so, and like this, I guess, like that. Yeah, I guess so. Look at this. That's a bottle, I guess. So one of those. I think this is the kitchen cabinet. 2 brick, a bendy piece, and 2 white ones. So the bottle goes in here. And this goes here. That goes here. This piece goes on the edge here like that. And this one goes sliding right in here. I don't know what this is supposed to be, guys. I honestly do not know. Look at this thing. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer so you can watch me build this a little bit better. Don't know what that is. I think it's a cabinet. I could be wrong. Oh, no, it's the stovetop, looks like. Yeah. Island countertop? I don't know. So we have one of these. One of these. Slide it up. Well, I need to do this second. Sorry about the coughing, guys. What did one vampire say to the other vampire with a cold? Was that you I heard coughing? Oh, boy. Okay, there's that piece there. And these 2 pieces here. Okay. So that's gonna go like that. That's gonna go like that. There we go. And then I go like this. And this bad boy fits right in the middle of these things. Why? I don't know why. And a 6 brick comes across the top like this. Right there by the bottle. We can snap it in place. Okay, just break off the whole thing there. So, one of these, and one of these. I think if you had all these bricks and you followed along, you could build this yourself. Maybe not. I'm just kidding. So okay. So this piece. Okay, I thought so. So this piece goes in the corner here. Why? I don't know, but if it's right in here. This is so crazy. Stop doing that. Okay, and this piece goes here. Like that. I don't know. One of the dark grays. 2, 3 bricks of light gray. 2 of these. One of these and one of the one gray studs. Here we go. Now what's crazy is I have to build this weird configuration. Let's build it first. This goes on like this with this. Like so. By the way, guys, I know there might be not be many people here. How do you guys feel about me starting at 8 instead of 9? I've asked this before, and I meant to put a poll in my Discord. I never ran around to it because I've been so like sick, and then when I've not been sick, I've been working. And I was wondering, does anybody have any opinion if I started, say, instead of at, there's that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But if you all know, if you guys, oh, I think it's supposed to be the stove burner. Yeah, it's supposed to be the stove, I think. Anyway, if you guys have any opinion, I'd like to know if you would like, hey, I really wouldn't mind if you started at 8, or hey, 8's way too early, I can't do 8. I've been talking to my wife, and she doesn't normally input on my streams. She lets me do my streaming as I see fit. She was like, why don't you start at 8? And I'm like, because I think it's too early. And she understands that if I don't want to change because she goes, I know your audience might not shift with you. And she says, I get that, but hear me out. How about you start at 8? I'm like, I don't know. So what do you guys think? Would 8 o'clock be a better time for you to join in? Would that make it harder for you to watch? I don't want to make it harder for most of my viewers to watch. When I get back to art, of course, more consistently. I definitely don't want to make it harder on anybody. Okay, so there's that. I guess this is like the countertop. I'm guessing. I mean, it still isn't coming together for me mentally yet. 3 bricks of white. 3 of these little guys here. 1 of these little blocks. Hopefully you guys can see me building okay. I know I'm kind of darting in and out, and I'm trying to keep everything on camera and in focus. It's a little bit of a challenge when everything's crazy. Okay, so 2 of these guys. Okay, so we're almost done with the basics of this, whatever this thing is. So now, this is the hard part now. My fat fingers have got to get in behind here and put these bricks reasonably straight like this. In exactly this orientation. Okay. I guess this is supposed to be like a wine bottle underneath the sink or something. I never really paid that much attention to the set, honestly. And honestly, 90% of the time they focus on the kitchen because Kramer's in it. Stealing food. And the least important part is Jerry's sink. The guy that designed the set said he spent an obscene amount of time looking at the set. He says there was things in the set I never even noticed before until I looked at it. I picked apart every detail to get every color as exact really as possible. I don't know if that was just publicity stunt or if he's just actually really true. I think it's kind of true. That bottle's not going anywhere, is it? I think it's true. I think he really did spend all that time researching it. It looks uneven, but I guess it's not even. I think it's just an optical illusion of the lines. Okay. There we go. See, these smooth plates are where the stuff locks into, and it makes it so that everything locks. It creates a smooth surface there, which is kind of nice. Now, I think this is supposed to be burners. Like that. And then 2 of these guys, which look like dials. Probably because it's supposed to be like gas. Is that chocolate frosting? It's a teapot. There's 1 dial. There's the other dial. Top of the muffin too. Okay. So these dials have the red going I think roughly like this. This is hard to position with fat fingers like I got. Okay, deep breath, guys. Well, I guess it is supposed to be like a muffin, like a cupcake or something. White mug goes here. Teapot goes here. Teapot goes this way. Teapot's pretty nifty. And then something brown here, which I don't know if it's supposed to have a designation, or if it's just, hey, look, random thing that goes on the top of the countertop. Look at that. You see? It looks pretty cute. I guess it's supposed to go not there. Maybe like this. Oh, it does go like that. Yeah, duh. Man, you don't even see 90% of that. Yep, that's exactly where it goes. It was a guess. It was a good guess. But there's the kitchen set, and it's hard to see inside there. But like if you could look in the top of it, you can see this. There's the stove. And you see most of the time you're seeing it like this, so you're just seeing this part of the countertop. You know, this part of the island. Now the hard part's gonna be this ridiculous thing. Okay, so we have two of these guys. One of the little guys here. One 3-brick and one 2. Here it is. So now this piece, we're gonna basically build this part out to connect it all up. So we have a 3-brick. I don't know if you, oh, you can definitely see that. Good. Oh, it's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be 2, I guess. Straight up and down lines. Like that. One more of these guys, and it goes. I didn't get all my pieces out, did I? Oh, it's because it was tucked away and I didn't see it. Okay. 2 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. Okay, good. I've been watching Lego Masters. It's the finale was, I think, tonight. And let me tell you, it was crazy because, like, they have these little hammers they beat the Legos with. And I'm like, geez, that's crazy that they tap them down with little hammers to make sure they have the securest, tightest connections. It's crazy. And this part goes like this. So we got that part of the wall. I feel like we're onto the stools now. Yeah, we're onto the stools. All right, coolio. The stools are crazy. One. It's like time to go IKEA, all IKEA up in here. Ready? Oh, there's a red dot. No, this red dot. Where does this red dot go? Oh, it's an extra one. It's just an extra one. So those are my spare tiny pieces, the little 1-bricks. Now it's time to go all IKEA here. What you do is you take this, and you put these on here, and they give you your stools, which is crazy. Look at this thing right here quick, guys. How cool is that stool? It's a cooler set built than it is to look at it. Like, it's so much cooler. It's way cooler to look at this thing while you're, like, when it's assembled in real life than to see it. Like, to see it in 3D is way better than to look at the pictures of it. It looks so weird. It's so surreal. Like, as a Seinfeld fan, it's very surreal. I'm like, whoa. So bag 6, or yeah, bag 6 is the rest of the kitchen. Let's see if we can do bag 6. There's not a lot of pieces to it, but that's because a lot of it's delicate building. So let's do 6. It's 11 o'clock, but let's do 6. Let's see if we can champ through. 7 looks tiny. But 7's mostly the front door. And that's going to be a pain to do that. I'm going to move this to the side for right now, because we're going to do some of the initial... Oh, that's weird. They sealed the bag in the bag. That's crazy. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so, okay. The cabinet's got clear doors. I see the panels here. I'm taking some of these bags on my trash bag. They're very stiff, so it's hard to close the trash bag. Nope. Got it. I don't know why I dumped those out. Guys, I wasn't thinking. No. Clearly wasn't thinking, guys. These tiny ones are hard to keep in control, so I'm going to take these. These are a lot of these weird colored pieces go in the cabinet to make it look like there's all kinds of food boxes in there. So we're just going to dump all those back. But look at this weird light yellow color. I've never seen that weird light yellow Lego before. Okay, we're just going to leave as many as we can running loose, and then we'll come back and we'll fix it, okay? So the first thing we need to do is the paper towel holder. So it's 3 of these. 2, 3 white bricks, 2 gray side clips. There's 1. There's 2 white weird side clips. Oh, where's the? I just had that piece. I didn't think I needed it till later, and here I need it almost immediately. There's that. And I'm missing one thing. Oh, 2 little white studs. 1, 2. Let's just use these 2. There we go. Okay. So, how you build a paper towel holder in the Seinfeld world. Take 2 of these, call me in the morning, stack them up. Then you take 2 of these. Look at this paper towel holder is pretty elegant, I'm not going to lie. Making the scale of it so it looks, at least it looked appropriate, is pretty incredible. You see? And then what you do is you take one of the things you use as a stool leg, which I've never seen before, and you do that, you see? And there's your paper towel. And then that just fits right over the top of the sink here, like this. Like that, you see? How great is that? Alright, let's get back to building, guys. So I got paper towel holder done. Now we need 1 solo stud, 1 6-piece thing, 3 brick, 1 white hinge, and 1 3 flat plate. Okay, 3 flat plate. Here we go. I'm going to try to slide these bricks to the side here because I want to be able to build on the screen again. Looks like most of these things are going to be built directly into the kitchen set, so we're going to do it like this. Now, so white thing is going to go here. Is there not? Did I miss something here? No, I didn't miss something here. You're just having to accommodate it for the first time. 6. Oh, what in the crap? Oh, I see. 3 and 1. With this goes here. Fail. And then this piece. No. I'm missing something. Oh, I missed it. Does it have 3? Oh, the paper towel holder. I skipped a step. This should go across like this. That makes more sense now. Like that, you see. And then when you add this piece to the top of it, like this, it starts building the kitchen bend, you see. And I think it's saying for this piece, it goes on the very end? No, it can't. Oh, it does. Okay, so it goes here, so you can see it before everything gets into place. Now the next piece is so easy. It's like this. There you go. It's like, done. Done. That's it. 1 piece. Yep, that's it. 1 piece done. That was pretty lame. Now we have 1 and 2s. Okay, so 2 4s and 1 stud. This is where things get really slow, you see, because you can do it's like 1 piece at a time kind of deal, because it's very delicate. If you do too many at a time, you won't know what pieces go when. I like how it's staggering flats and the 3 rises, the thicker bricks and the smaller flat plates. It's staggering them. Now we need 1 smooth brick, 1 2 brick, 1 L piece, L block, reverse L block, 1 smooth white plate. Here we go. Now, this is where things get even a little bit trickier. Because I don't know what this is supposed to be, guys. It's interesting that it's being smooth, like plated off. This is a 3, 6 needs to be a 4. We'll just chuck that to the side. Is it a 3 or is it a 4? Looks like a 4. It's a 4. It's definitely a 4. It's not the 6. It's not the 4. Here we go. Here's the 4. We only get 1 4 in this set, so it's interesting. I'm just wondering why there's smooth plates up there. It's a very interesting issue. So then where does this guy go? You're supposed to use this. 1. I'm looking everywhere and I don't see where it goes. 1. Hi, peg leg, hi. Oh, it goes on top. No wonder. How are you? I was like, why the heck is there all of a sudden the raid sound? How are you, my dude? Hide the rum. Why is the rum gone? I wish I had a way to trigger it if certain people raided, because I'd have that. Why is the rum gone when you get in here? But I don't think you can do raid specific alerts. Like if specifically this person raided you. How are you, peg leg? You're sounding better. I am. Thank you. I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better. I still have all my. I usually do impressions in this, like Yoda. I usually do, but I can't do it consistently, so I don't dare have them on. What have you been working on? Obviously, you were streaming. What were you working on, guys? If you don't know, Pegleg does some amazing, and I mean amazing work. Normally, I'm doing art. Guys, by the way, hi. I'm Jason. Welcome, Raiders. Normally, I started painting tonight. I've got to see it. You've got to show it to me. You've got to link it. Pegleg and I are both artists, even though we both do kind of some variety stuff sometimes. I have been doing this. I'm working on the Lego Seinfeld build because I have been feeling ill. I started it on Friday. I mean, Tuesday. Yeah. Last Friday because I had no voice. So I decided I was going to whisper my way through stream. Because I didn't have a voice. I mean, I had 0 voice. Or at least if I talked, I would have had 0 voice. And I was like, I can't do that. I couldn't risk losing my voice because I work in a call center and I couldn't lose my voice. So I just whispered the whole time, which was a little weird if you weren't ready for that. I was like, and my friend called it accidental SMR. It's ASMR, but the A stands for accidental. And it was true. I had to, like I said, whisper my way through. But what you working on, dude? Let's see, yellow. I'm building, like I said, this is, normally I paint. I'll show you what I've been working on, guys, because it's not fair for you to see a Lego and be like, this guy does Legos. Let me show you what I'm working on. But it's practically dry at this point because it's been sitting there for ages. Come on, focus camera. There we go. This has been my big project. Has been Emma Stone as Cruella in oil paint. Hopefully you can hear me because I know the canvas is blocking the microphone. But this has been my big project the last little bit. So hopefully I didn't get any paint on me. The only good thing about being sick is that it allows it time to dry and I can work on stuff without having to get other things wet. So while I've been on sick pause from working, thank you, Red Camina. While I've been on sick pause, I appreciate the compliments, guys. While I've been on a pause, making sure I don't get any red paint on me. That stuff will stain. I think it's because what kind of paint? Oil paint. And I've noticed that oil paint doesn't dry because of because of heat. It dries because of air contact. In other words, it's an oxidation process. And what's crazy is when I have the fan on, it's cooler. But it actually, like, it's cooler. You wouldn't think it. It's cooler. But the crazy part is because it's cooler. What? You're supposed to just drop them in there? No locking them into place? You just drop them in there? Okay. And you just place that over the top of it, and I guess it just holds it in place. So it makes it like... I guess that's how you do it, guys. Anyway, so yeah. Here is my work in progress painting. First time painting in about a decade, so it's something I'm getting used to. You said something, Camino. I was going to respond to it. Yeah, oil paint. And you just watched for the other day. Yeah, the thing is, I keep telling people, I said, please don't. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I don't want to watch it because animal cruelty. I said, I promise you it has 0% to do with dog murder and 110% to do with London punk fashion in the 1970s and 80s. Like, it's more about punk fashion in London than anything else. I was like, if you like The Clash, be ready for that kind of feel in the, kind of punk underground. And one thing I really liked is I didn't know, I think it's Jasper, the heavier set guy. I didn't know he was played by the guy that played, I don't know the actor's name, but he played Richard Jewell. He also plays in Cobra Kai as the older guy. They're all kids in that class, and he's the only adult. And he's like, and he goes by Stingray, or at least he tries to go by Stingray. And he's such a great actor. Cabinets are funky to put together. Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? I mean, it makes sense because that way they won't be consistent. But at the same time, I'm like, what the crap is this about? But by the way, spoiler alert, I'm sure you all know this, but Pegleg, oh, that's the wrong way to go. It's the wrong orientation. Pegleg built the same set, so he knows what I'm talking about. He's like, when I'm like, what is this? What is this all about? He knows what I'm talking about because he's done this build before. So this goes like this. That makes sense. I guess that's why they did the smooth. Yeah, that's why they did the smooth brick, so it wouldn't interfere with how the cabinet lays. But it makes sense because those boxes can float around a little bit. Let me look at what you did, my dude. Let me pull that up. Come on, work Instagram. So I can get that pulled up in a second here. I gotta move I have all the minifigs I'll put. I've gotten up to Lane so far. Oh my dude! Whoa! I know it's just beginning stages. Never. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That is beautiful, my dude. I like blues and greens and a little touch of green in some of those blues. And it might not be green. It might be just cooler blues that read like, or warmer blues that read like greens against cooler blues. Let me see here. Yeah, dude. Is this oil paint or acrylic? I can't really tell. Maybe oil is my guess? Some of the blending is very oil reminiscent. Where's my camera so I can turn it off? There we go. This is what Pegleg's been working on, guys. Acrylic. Okay. But you're getting some nice blends because you're working in smaller areas and building up. Like, you can get nice blends in acrylic by doing small areas. Oil paint, the reason I like oil paint is because you can make big blends really quick over time. But acrylic, if you do focus on if you work on little tiny areas, you're good. You can get the blends that you can get in oil paint and get it dried faster. That's really cool. What's it going to be? Or are you just doing your stream of consciousness? You do some... I'm telling you guys, but I'm really more talking to my folks that are regular viewers here. Pegleg does some amazing, like, oh, I forgot a step. Look at me. Pegleg does these things he calls stream of consciousness, where he doesn't come into the drawing surreal stuff, so still surreal stuff, no plan yet. Yeah, and like, he comes into these paintings with nothing but his creativity. He doesn't come into it saying, oh, I'm going to paint this today. He goes, comes into it, and then he starts working on it. Like, he uses all of his backlog of all his knowledge of different things and pulls from that. I'm looking for the last there. No, where is it? Come on. Maybe it's part. Is it down here? I spilled a bunch of pieces out and didn't mean to leave them here. And I gotta find them. Oh, I left them right in front of me. What a dum-dum. I just did them in the wrong stage is what it was. I was so excited by the raid, I got confounded. No, I don't care. I'm glad that you guys are here. What Pegleg does is I'm building in, I don't have my camera on. Sorry, guys. I was just so wonderful. I wanted to leave it on screen as long as possible. And I'm like, oh, here it is, bye. No, I want to leave it up there as long as possible. I didn't even like it. What am I doing? Come on. Like it. All right. Logitech. Oftentimes I'll see this stuff on Instagram. Like, I'll see your stuff on Instagram when I didn't catch your stream, and I'm still going back and liking it. So that's why I didn't like it now, because I'm so used to liking it in the regular feed that I'm just like, oh yeah, maybe I should like it while I'm on camera. But yeah, Pegleg does these amazing things where he just basically just goes into it that day with no plan and just makes interesting things while he's there in the moment, which is a beautiful thing. I wish I had that kind of like chutzpah. Usually I'm I've planned every little thing I'm going to do before I get started. And it's the way I work, but it's also very annoying because there's a lot of times no creativity in that. A lot of times it's just like I've already plotted it out. I figured out, I just realized I read a thing about Hitchcock that I'd forgotten about, but I draw like Hitchcock. Like Hitchcock, I read about the shower scene, and I want to say like, okay, so it's a long story, but the shower scene is kind of one of those controversial things that no two film students will agree on. There were people that said that the one thing that came up in the 70s was that Saul Bass, who designed the titles of the cycle with, those wonderful slashing titles. And Saul Bass was a very big title designer, don't get me wrong. But he claims he directed the shower scene. And I think one of the things that came up was that there was no extra footage used. In other words, Hitch never filmed footage he never intended to use. He never did. In fact, they said many times in movie sets, he was bored out of his mind. Because he's like, what's so boring? He's like, I've already shot it here. All I'm doing right now is making what's in my brain come to life, and that's boring. He said, the film's done. It's here. I'm done with it. And that's kind of what I do. I feel like I've already pre-planned to such a degree. It's just a matter of making it all happen. And the creativity process has already been done. I'm just going through the motions. And that can be kind of boring for me sometimes, honestly. So for you, you're like, you go into it with zero planning and do 100% of the creativity in the moment, which is a beautiful thing. Oh, I love how that cinched up that cabinet. You see how this like snapped into place when I did that? It's really nice. All right, so next stage is this board. I'm trying to get through as many things of this as possible so I can get back to art. Honestly, I mean, I love this set. Don't get me wrong. It's some parts of it have been really weird, but I like as I see it come to life. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, so as I see it come to life, I love Seinfeld so much, and when I see it come to life, it's like, oh my gosh, it's almost like I'm in the set, which is incredible. I didn't realize, like when it's all started to come together, I had this overwhelming feeling of nostalgia. I'm like, I'm actually in the set, even though it's just a Lego set. But at the same time, it's like that feeling of nostalgia. I've been here in TV, but I've never actually been here. It's kind of nice to see it in a different angle, So I'm glad I'm putting this together. But at the same time, I'm also like, I want to get back to art. Because I don't want to skip on doing this. Honestly, though, if I plan it out, I would have more room for error. If I go for imagination, I can play until If I plan it out, I have more room for error. If I go from imagination, I can play until I like it. That's very true. That's a very good fact. And I don't mean to say that the Bob Ross cliche. I do love Bob Ross, don't get me wrong. You might start picking up background stuff when watching it again. I'll tell you, you may start picking up background stuff when watching it again. What are you talking about? I'm a little confused about that statement. Background stuff. Oh, like a Hitchcock movie? Oh, no, Seinfeld. Yeah. Now that I've put the set together, I've seen it in more detail than because they said that the guy that made the set supposedly like watched so many episodes to learn about things. And he said he saw details he'd never noticed before, trying to be a student of getting it as accurate as possible. And I don't know how much that's Lego hype. Like, oh, I studied it in such detail to get every color right. But I'm also like, I don't mean to be the negative. I watch it now, I'm like, there's the bike. I actually, you know what? The thing is, the bike, I've always noticed. But at the same time, there's a lot of other details I didn't notice. Like this picture in here. Okay, it looks like Pete Rose's picture over his computer. I don't know if I remember seeing that. It seems vaguely familiar. I know some things like the Kramer photo, the painting the Kramers on the inside of the computer room. You never see that wall, and I'm sure Jerry doesn't own that painting. But the point is, that's for the fans. That's for the fans of the thing. It's put in a place where you'd never see it anyway. But other details are consistent with the show. And yeah, but the bike, I think I remember seeing the bike, but I don't think the bike is always there. I could be wrong, because again, I'm gonna watch it now. I'm like, the bike is always there. Like you said, it's one of those things that you don't notice it until you've seen every detail. And I didn't know if it was a black or a white bike, but I mean, I thought it was a black bike. But again, I didn't pay that much attention. I knew there was a bike back there some scenes. I think that's funny though. That I'm probably gonna notice it. Like I don't remember half these stickers on the refrigerator, but again, I don't know if it's because I just never noticed them, or if because they are there, or they change, or whatever. I didn't remember the oven mitts. There's oven mitts on the sides, guys, a cow and a kitten. I don't think I ever noticed them in the actual show. Okay, so there's the cabinetry. They're basically just windows. Do they go which way? They go this way. My fingerprints on this brick. I can see it. Wipe it off. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes the confusing part of the interior of the cabinets. Dark. We have to have a dark. Is this the dark? Yeah, it's a dark blue brick. A green, pale green, which is probably what they use for like the Mandalorian stuff. I mean, for the, sorry, not the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett. I think the Boba Fett uses this green. Oh yeah, but there's some more filler from what I can tell, but it transcends seasons. Some more filler from what I can tell, but it transcends. Yeah, exactly. This isn't a season 1 set. This is like, they took the best bits of all the sets and combined them. My favorite thing is these stools. Those were so fun. I call them the IKEA stools. They went together so easily. This is kind of the most boring part of it because it's like, it looks good when it's done, but you're like, what is this supposed to be now? It's just basically the stuff that goes in between the cabinets and stuff. All right, so we have a brick. I don't even know what this one is. Oh, it's like a citrus thing. That's cool. One of these. I'm missing one piece. It's not like it's missing. Oh, it's right in front of me. There's this piece. So 1, 2, 3. Side piece here in the red. Smoothly. Okay, so white, citrus. Okay, this goes up here like this. But yeah, exactly. It's not like it's one season. It's like, for example, I'm pretty sure the pretzel thing is a reference to These Pretzels Are Making Me Thirsty, which was only one episode. I don't know the Bag of Fish. Like, I'm going to go back and watch these episodes, but that's why the bag of fish. I'm not going to know. Like, why Elaine is holding a bag of fish, I do not know. But now that I've done this part, I'm like, that's why there's a bag of fish. And it's going to dawn on me. But that's where we're at right now so far with the cabinetry, guys. Just random stuff stacked up. All right, so we have one white stud. I feel like we're going to get to the door soon. I don't know if I want to champ through and do this or if I want to finish on the next stream. Like I said, I'm kind of wanting to get it done, but I don't know how much time I'm going to take. I might get to the mall parking lot episode. Oh, yeah, you're right. When they can't find their car and she's having to walk around with it. You're right. I forgot. I haven't seen that one in so long, probably because I don't have that season. I own some, but not all seasons of Seinfeld. You're right. That was one of my favorite episodes because I can relate to that. I lose my car all the time. If I don't take a photo of where it is, I won't remember where I parked. Sip of water before I cough. Was it was it a mall parking lot or was it the parking garage one? Because I think there was one of each. It's funny how they could literally take one day episode and place it in an afternoon. These fish are dying, you don't even care. Why does that sound like so much like Elaine? Like that. I have a friend at work. She's Latina and she looks exactly like a Latina Elaine. Like that's why I always laugh at the episode when they're like she's like that's so good to be in an interracial dating. Yeah, there's a parking garage. Yeah, exactly. I remember that one. And when he's like, well, yeah, we're interracial because you're black. And it's like, she's like, no, I'm white. And she goes, but aren't you black? And he goes, no, I thought you were Latino. She goes, no. It's like, Bennis? And she's like, no, I'm white too. And they're like, oh, we're just a boring white couple. I don't know why that stuck with me, but that made me laugh. Because I always kind of, I don't know, Elaine, I always wondered if she may have been Latino, or Latina, I should say, technically. I guess I always kind of read her as being possibly Latina, just because the dark wavy hair and other things. And of course, Bennis is kind of could be heard as like a Latina name, like a Hispanic last name. I don't know, but when that came up, I'm like, I know, I didn't know about Elaine either. we only ever see her dad, and only in the first season. And he's a grouch too. Oh my gosh! If you don't remember the first season, he's such a grouch. I think he's a respected writer too. But he's such a grouch. Like, there's no other way to say he's a grouch, but he is a grouch. I mean, the only parents we really consistent see are George's for the most part, and of course Jerry's. But I think we see George's more than Jerry's. But that's because those two. It's Jerry. It's Jerry still, and I can't remember who plays Estelle. No, it's not Estelle. can't remember her name that plays Mrs. Costanza. I can't remember her name, but she's an incredible actress too. Like the whole cast is just incredible. Even the thing that makes me laugh about Seinfeld so much is even the bit characters are memorable. Like there's not too many shows where a bit character that played in one episode is memorable, but we have the Soup Nazi. You have I was thinking about all the different ones. Like there was somebody who's like, oh, this was the person that was didn't wear a bra. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's funny how one character you can remember for one thing. And there are shows that do that. Seinfeld isn't the only one, but Seinfeld really had that high volume of just memorably well, just quirky, chiseled characters. The dentist, right, Babu? Babu you see a couple times, I think, right? But you remember Babu? That was the one where he gets deported because Jerry forgot to sign his paperwork. He's like, Babu! I'm sorry, Babu! See, I mean, I remember what happens with Babu. Yeah, the dentist, right? That was Bryan Cranston, wasn't it, that played the dentist? I love that episode. You're raving anti-dentite. That's no such thing. Pretty soon, they'll be all about themselves. They'll have their own schools. They do have their own schools. Kramer, it's called dental school. Like, he's outraged because he thinks Jerry's starting to discriminate against dentists and it's pushing them into their own schools. He's like, it is called dental school. It was Bryan Cranston. And then they had like, who was it? Like Robert Urich or something, who played like his dad, and he goes, I've heard about you, you anti-dentite. Like, what the crap? The other funny part about that episode was that no matter where Jerry went, George was right there. My shirt was tucked in when I went to bed, but I woke up untucked. Oh my gosh. Oh, jumped ahead. See what I'm doing here? I'm reminiscing about Seinfeld too much. Well, wait, is there really too much? But yeah, every time Jerry's in confessional, he's talking to the Catholic priest. He's like, tell me your sins, my child. Jerry goes, I'm Jewish. That's no sin. He's like, oh, well, good to hear that. But like the whole point was like, and here's George comes in. Hey, Jerry, I need to talk to you. How did he know he was in the Catholic priest's confessional booth? What the heck, George? Get out! It's so funny. Like he'd be like, Jerry, I really need to talk to you. You just walked into it. How did you even know Jerry was there? That's what's so funny. It's like it doesn't make any sense how George knew that Jerry was at that place. No matter where Jerry is, George shows up and asks, and is like, Jerry, I really need to talk to you right now. Like, what the crap? How did you even find him? That's what I just cannot stop finding hilarious about that episode. It follows no logical path. It doesn't need to because it's hilarious. Okay, guys, vote real quick. Do we want to do one more bag? So this goes on the black plate. Okay, does it go like this? It goes like that. Right, good. And then this whole assemblage goes where? Like this? Surely not. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see. That provides the... Oh, that's neat. So that locks into place like there. So that gives you a smooth surface in the back. It's a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope. I was hoping to get a vote on it, but you're right. It's a slippery slope. If you go to one more, you're like... Ah. I've got 2 more bags, but the thing is, that's another hour work per bag, pretty much. I think I've bitten off enough that I can chew. I think we'll call it a night, and I'll try to work on it. I've got 3 more bags. And 7 looks like it's mostly big bricks, but it's also the doors, and that includes decals, and I don't want to feel like that. It will start coming faster together. That's true. But I also don't want to spend too much more time. I do want to go to bed, and I don't want to leave all those decals in this one anyway. Poop. Let's see, that goes in there. And there's that cabinetry, guys. So we finally got the kitchen cabinetry all done. How crazy is that? Isn't that neat? Yeah, to me, that's looking down the kitchen is incredible. Because you almost always only see it from like this angle, like where the cameras are, like in this angle here. But it's still surreal to see it in 3D. Even though it's not real, it's just Legos. It's still surreal. Okay. Let's get this over with. I found a new trick peg leg to get the decals. I love how they do the bottles. I love the paper towel holder. That was a good touch. The bottle was snicked up underneath there. I like the teapot in this. I guess it's supposed to be like a cupcake on the edge there. This has been the best trick I found for doing decals. Lock it on to another brick so it doesn't slip around. And then what I do is I peel off the decal as lightly as I can, and I put it between two fingers as best as I can. And then I slowly try to line it up as best as I can, eyeball it. That's not going to be quite right. Oh, poop. Okay, I'm going to try to line it up at the bottom there. Okay, that might be pretty close to it. It's a little crooked, but oh my gosh, it's pretty good. Look at this guy. Look at this, guys. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to being straight. Yeah, lock it on these little studs, and then carefully hold it like a pair of tweezers. It will maximize your accuracy. All right, so we need two of these, one of the gray ones, one stud like this. I might do half of a bag. Two of these. I think that's everything we need. Let's see. Oh, no, two white ones. Two white. I'm tempted to do half a bag, but I don't know. I think I'll just call it a night. 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll call it a night because as much as I want to get more done on this, I do want to go to bed at a decent time. And the longer I stay up, the longer I won't be going to bed at a decent time. I'm looking at those number of bags left, and I'm like, I want to get them done so I can get on to painting again. But I can do 3 a session. So I think painting might be next Tuesday. I was hoping I could do it this Friday, but it doesn't look good. Unless I do an extra stream, which I might do an extra stream another night. But yeah, that's helped me so much with the decals. As much as I hate decals, like that alone, just locking into another brick, I'm like, oh, I can do this. Like, I'll be honest, I don't think this isn't exactly the painting. The painting's actually longer, but I'm okay with them doing it this big. But this isn't actually in the apartment that I know of. But again, that's there for the fans. That's the wrong thing. And again, I'm okay with them cheating on that sort of thing, because it's like, you know, it's okay that it's not actually there. You never see it anyway. There we go. Because it would be at the angle you'd never see it. I'm assuming it goes there. Yep, it does. All right, so we have a 1 dot, a 4 brick, and a 2 of these guys. Okay, so we're close to being done with this particular bag. All right, so this goes here. I'll block the cabinet into place. It's crazy because this one's just going to almost float on top for right now. Oh, fingerprint. Ugh. Fingerprint. Okay. Hinge goes on the inside like this. I think that's going to pretty much do that. I think all you have left is the front door and then the couch. Okay, that's pretty much that. Yeah, I think all we got left is this stretch. And this stretch is going to be mostly unfinished because of the door. So we now have to prep for the lights. Yep. So the light this is where the light fixtures are going to go, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm tempted to do more, but I'm not going to, because it's going to be, like you said, it's a slippery slope. Once I engage, it's going to be like, it's so hard to disengage. I might do a bonus stream. There we go, guys. That's where we're at right now. So we basically built all of the white parts of the walls today. All the kitchen stuff. I'm on a giant Cheers set. Right, though? Like, my Cheers was on mostly when I was younger and didn't have a chance to watch it, because, again, it was too adult for me as a kid to watch. But now that I'm an adult, I appreciate these things more. So there's that. And there's the aerial shot. But the aerial shot's not as cool as seeing it head on, because that's what you normally would see on the show. Is it head on? So let's place. I wonder if you can lock. Well, I'm going to lock on these guys real quick with their feet. I know that there's going to be stuff occupying those spots, but for right now, that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty sweet. So what we have is a handful of leftover bricks, just like a coffee mug and stuff in case you lose your other ones. By the way, I made this pottery bowl in pottery class. I never knew it would make a perfect Lego brick for the smaller ones. So what I do is I store the extra studs in here. They always give you extras of the tiniest pieces because those are the easiest to lose. And honestly, if you lose a piece or it breaks, you write Lego and say, hey, this piece broke. Thank you. Back in the day, they used to charge you shipping. Nowadays, they'll just expedite it to you, which is pretty sweet. Now, these clips, guys, are going to be accommodating these bad boys, which is what the lights go on. When, not the lights, but the, let me show you on this side. It's where the fixture, yeah, the lights. Yeah, I was right, the lights. Or the cameras go on. Probably the lights, I think. So like they clip on. And again, this is going to be done later on. But that's where so the lights would hang off those fixtures, you see. So, but anyway, that's pretty much where we're at right now. And also I like the fact that they kept this open because in real life, I'm imagining like I said before, when Jerry comes out of his bedroom, which would be technically hypothetically back here, he's actually walking from the back of the set. So this is a way to get in the back of the set. I also like how Kramer's front door isn't actually a front door. It's actually just another part of the set. I broke my entire Millennium Falcon. Please send me one more each piece. Yeah, it doesn't work quite like that. And I wrote Lego because I broke a piece of my X-Wing, a hinge piece a long time ago. And they said, we regret to inform you that that piece no longer, it was years ago. And I was like, I never knew to write you guys. And they said, we gladly replace it. However, that piece has been discontinued. We do encourage you to reach out to third-party companies that still stock vintage pieces, however. It turns out that the piece broke, and that's why I stopped making them, because they consistently broke. But I did find this brick place that sold me one for like 25 cents. Like a nickel. The shipping cost more than the dang pieces, honestly. So I ordered a handful of pieces. So some of the things where I'm missing pieces and I don't know where they wound up, I'm going to go through the set, figure out what's missing, and buy those again to fix this set up, which makes me happy. So yeah, set 7, box 7 will include the front door, which I assume is going to be, I mean, obviously it's going to be right here. But that's going to be a little tricky to do. It's going to be pretty time consuming. It'll involve the last of the decals for the most part. And I don't want to involve the decals. There's only a couple pages to it. Let me see here. What's that thing? I don't know what that's for. But it pretty much involves, yeah, a huge chunk of the box. It's like 8 or 9 pages. So let's not do that. Let's going to call it a night here. And then 7, 8, 9 will be either Friday or a surprise stream. I'm hoping to do a surprise stream just so I can get through it so I can get to other things. I love this set, don't get me wrong. I want to get back to painting now that I'm feeling better. Let me put these 3 pieces so I won't fidget with them all day at work tomorrow. So I've got 7, 8, 9. Wow, look at, oh, this is the couch. This is the couch ones. I was like, why is there all this green? It's the couch. All this Boba Fett green. All right, so let me put the manual. Let me slide this bad boy in here. Guess who's back? Hi, Small Blueberry. Look at where we got. I got the kitchen mostly done. I decided to call it a night because the next stage is doing the door. And I don't particularly want to do the door, but I do want to get as much done as possible for the, because I want to get back to painting. And right now I can't paint while this is still in progress. I don't want to leave this sitting out unfinished. But I mean, the kitchen, like I said, is largely done. The only thing that's missing right now in the kitchen is the join that combines the front door, and the front door is the next piece of it. And then we decorate the interior of the set. So then you got the couch, the back rack there, all that good stuff. So the kitchen's done. The crazy part is the stove that you never actually see in the show. That's pretty crazy. And that, like I said, a tucked away wine bottle that Pegleg talked about. The microwave, I have to say, is one of my favorite parts. Like, as soon as I saw that black smoky, like, plate, half plate, I was like, that is definitely going to be a front door of a microwave. And it did wind up being the front door of the microwave. I also think it's hilarious that am I digging a hole in this thing? No, it's self-healing. I also think it's hilarious that the same indicator that you use in the front of the microwave, inverted, is the same one that's used on the window air conditioning unit. Like, if you can see in there. I love having this camera. Hi, Elaine. Oh, I meant the mustard bottle. What mustard? Oh, it is. Oh, my God. I didn't even see that was a mustard bottle. You're right. It's ketchup and mustard. Oh, my God. The genius of that. Good eye, Peg. Like, I didn't know. Okay, so on the top shelf, you'll see these things right here, ketchup and mustard. That is so clever. I didn't even get that. Like, a lot of these things are obviously like cereal boxes and stuff, but that's a ketchup and mustard bottle. How extraordinarily clever is that, guys? And what's even more interesting is, too, in the cabinet here, guys, see those things in the cabinet? They move around loosely, so they can get all messed up and jumbled, which is kind of cool. And, like, the cover, I see Schmoopy, I see Yada Yada stickers. There wasn't anything Yada Yada. Oh, is that a Monk's Cafe? It's a Monk's Cafe. I think that's the cafe they hang out on. Hang out at. And they have, like, the takeaway menu. What I think is funny is those oven mitts. Look at those oven mitts, guys. A cow and a kitten oven mitt. They weren't completely straight. I'm so glad you pointed that out. That is so great that they use that brick sideways as a mustard bottle. That is so great, dude. I didn't even see that. You're right. That is so clever. So the set's really coming together. I'm really happy with it. I also love that they didn't put a ceiling on it. Because, again, a real TV set would never have a ceiling. We talked about that earlier. Like I said, in Citizen Kane, when they did show the ceiling in the movie, Orson Welles just draped fabric. So it looked like a ceiling. That way, if they ever needed to take the ceiling away, they just lifted away the fabric and they're good to go. So fabric draped over was the ceiling. And if you needed the ceiling to have a steep drop off of color, he'd actually hang the fabric diagonally, like a backdrop. So it would give, like, the ceiling would look darker and moodier because it was actually just, it wasn't that it was darker and moodier. It was just, he was pulling the fabric further away from the lights. So it gave an even deeper looking ceiling. Lots of great things he did in Citizen Kane. And in TV, they typically don't have the top of it. All right, let's go find somebody to raid, because I want to work on it more. But the thing is, like you said, Pegleg, you're quite right. It's a slippery slope. The minute I start looking for more things to build, it will be another hour. And I don't want to be here till 12:30. I might do a surprise stream. Guys, if I do an extra stream this week, I will announce it on in my Discord, because I don't normally stream anything but Tuesdays and Fridays, but I really want to paint again on Friday, so I might do a surprise stream to get this wrapped up just so I can have it done. I mean, again, I don't want to rush it, but I don't want to put it to the side either. Let's see who's on. Nagy's Amish is just chatting. Well, Sapiens is on. He's a cool Lego builder. Okay, do we want to go watch a Lego build, or do we want to watch another artist? I say another artist. I like rating other artists. I like... I see some people that are cool, but they're doing other things tonight. And I'd rather do art streams. Artist sounds good. Yeah, there is Dorky Dino doing sketches. I'm a little worried about him doing sketches. Oh, she's doing sketches, but they're silly ones. I don't know. She's kind of cool. The Dorky Dino's pretty cool. But I'm torn between... See, I feel like I always raid Russell. But Russell's a good guy. Have you been around when I've raided Russell, Pegleg? He's doing a beautiful painting, though. Russell's always amazing. He does beautiful stuff. I never on Curls and Honey. She's doing cool stuff. Oh, she's been out for so long. What's she working on? Sorry, y'all. I think I'll read Curls and Honey. I've never done that. Curls and Honey, she does digital art, but her stuff's kind of nice. It's like in between, like, artistically bent and realism. Like, it's stylized realism. It's not quite an anime style, but it's almost an anime style, but it's much more depth of shaded. Plus, I've never rated her before. And I met her a long time ago, and I think it'd be fun to rate her, because I've never rated her before, and her stuff's pretty cool. It's digital. But for all those that are doing digital art, Small Blueberry, I'm looking at you. Me too. Like, I mean, as much as I'm like, oh, I love Photoshop. I've been working in Photoshop for over 20 years. I learn things from people all the time. I go to people streaming all the time, and I'm like, oh, how do you do that? That's neat. Just today, I was looking at somebody's digital process, because you don't just pick up like a stylus and just start drawing. It's a different thing. It's just like regular painting. See, that's kind of cute. I like her. The thing is, I like her shading. Some anime style stuff tends to be a little bit flat, but the color scheme of this looks really nice, and I think it just looks cool. I'm gonna rate her, because she seemed like, when I remember, she seemed like a pretty cool chica. She seemed pretty cool. It's just she hasn't streamed. I see something that says, how do I even stream? Which means she probably hasn't streamed in months. So I think a raid would be nice. So let's go raid her. Curls and Honey. Because her hair is literally golden curls. Like, she can't help it. It's just like golden curls everywhere. So I think it'd be nice to raid somebody that hasn't been on in a while, right? Spread the love around. Again, thank you for all you guys that tuned in, all my regular viewers, all the new folks. Welcome raiders from Pegleg's raid. Of course, as always, thank you, Pegleg, for your raid. I always appreciate when you come by. Love seeing what you're working on. But Curls and Honey's pretty cool. Like I said, it'd be good to raid her, because I don't think, how long has she been on? Doesn't say. 23 viewers. Might be nice to boost that. No internet connection. Get out of here. I have internet connection. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming, silly goose. Let's see. Curls and Honey. I joined her Discord, and I'm hardly ever in there. Because she hasn't been there recently. Alright, let's go raid her. She's, like I said, she's... Wait, not Curled... Not this one. Curls and Honey. Back. I said, I just remember her being a very kind soul, for the most part. And as I go in there, she'll probably, like... Watch her be, like, lit. Like, oh my gosh. All of this stuff. And I'm like, I just said you were pretty chill. Alright, let's go raid her. Guys, again, thank you for tuning in. I know this is kind of, like, not my normal stream. And I appreciate that you come by. Like I said, I'm hoping to be back to regular art either Friday or next Tuesday. I'm loving the Seinfeld build, but like I said, it's not your regular scheduled content. But I should be back definitely Friday, maybe before. Join my Discord. Oh, thanks, man. I hope to catch more of your streams now that I've gotten a more consistent job that doesn't drive me crazy and I can actually understand it. Anyway, if you don't know, join my Discord. I'll try to announce on Twitter as well. If I'm on, I don't always remember. So if you don't follow me, I'm on social, I think. Socials. Links? Maybe it's links. I don't even remember. Links. There we go. So that's where I'm at. If you want updates, I usually put it on Twitter, and I'll usually put it on Discord. All right, guys. Love you. I will see you next time, and let's go raid Curls and Honey, if I didn't already put it in. Let me go put that in. All right, guys. See you soon.